Hello and welcome back to Matt's Book Corner. That's right, I'm keeping the name. What of it? Seriously though, if you got any better names, stick them in the comments below because I'm always open to ideas. Okay, so this week I'd figure I'd go for a change of pace since I'm mainly reading horror books. Let's try something a little more comedic in the form of Any Idiot Abroad by Karl Pilkington. If you're not familiar with who Karl Pilkington is, this is the guy in the middle here. These are his travel diaries as Ricky Gervais there and Stephen Merchant send him around the world to do like a bucket list or go see some of the wonders of the world, but they throw a few spanners in the works by forcing him to do stuff that he really doesn't want to do. Now, as a little bit of background, I was a massive fan of the TV series that aired on Sky One. Me and my old flatmate Joe Kindred used to sit around and laugh his asses off with a few beers at Karl Pilkington as he was forced to do outrageous stuff like joining some Mexican wrestling.
Wow, you look just like a wrestler.
Look like a right knobhead.
Whoa! Grab it up.
Or he's just forced into situations where he meets weird people that he wouldn't want to associate with.
They turn on and then go like a rocket and then hit you. And he got hit in the eye.
Who's taking the security measures? I haven't seen anyone who looks official. I've seen a fellow with one eye.
Let's go.
We got the car! Get down, man!
I mean, Ricky Gervais describes him as a little Englander who doesn't want to go out of his comfort zone. I can kind of see that, but some of the stuff they have him doing is hilarious. Personally for me, this rekindled my love for the series, and I've started watching some of the old episodes, and it works as a companion piece because there's a lot of information here that didn't actually make the cut for the hour-long episodes. In the book, Karl gets to visit amazing places like the pyramids, go see Christ the Redeemer, the Taj Mahal, the Great Wall, Petra, Machu Picchu, but unfortunately they don't let him enjoy the trip. Although there's one thing to be said, there's plenty of pictures in this book. Karl Pilkington in India, always have to see Christ the Redeemer there, nice. That's him there, dressed like Andy Pandy on crack as he puts it. Also, another funny thing I must point out before I end this is where he goes to a nice beach just to relax after all the chaos that they've put him through, and it turns out it's a nude beach. There's loads of naked blokes walking around, and he gets this form handed to him, which is in the book reprinted hilariously, and it basically says that if he wants to stay on the beach he has to take his clothes off, to which he says, "I'm not bothered," and walks off. The camera crew, who obviously have to film his exploits, because they needed to stay on the beach and film for a little bit longer, they had to take the clothes off, and it was the highlight of Karl's day laughing at him. So at least he got his own back a little bit. Traditional Chinese massage where he just basically claws his head, which is really funny in the series. He isn't happy. Another funny part in the book is where Karl goes to India and there seems to be some sort of festival going on and they just smear paint in everyone's faces. So every time Karl goes past someone, they just smack another fresh load of paint on him. As he puts it, he wasn't happy and they were trying to get through India. Saying that, he's actually smiling in that one. One of the funniest moments for me in this is when they send him to Petra, which is just here, the ancient city of Petra, which did feature in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, if it looks slightly familiar to you. And again, without his knowledge, they set up some extreme scenario training where a load of people jump out of a van, grab Karl and throw him in the back of a van and start screaming at him, waving guns in his face. It doesn't know what the hell's going on. Us, the viewer, know it's all been set up, but Karl doesn't.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Wait, mate, leave me alone, man!
Yeah, I think you're out of order.
What is going through your head when those guys grabbed you? You did not know they were going to attack you and grab you and drag you in the back of a van.
It all went black. I heard a lot of shouting going on. I didn't know what was happening. I thought, is this it? Have I been taken hostage? They put my hands behind my back. They put one of those tie things on. It was cutting into my hand. I'm thinking, is this for the programme or what? Because this is proper hurting.
It's funny, but you got to feel for the guy. They really push him to the limits in this. The thing is, I picked this book up in a charity shop for like 20 pence. It was an absolute bargain for me. And I've since been looking at some of his other books, like The Continuing Adventures of Karl Pilkington, and I think there's one called Karlology and some other ones there, so I'm going to check them out. Like I say, if you've never seen the series, the book would probably be a little bit of a waste of time. It does read quite funny, but I don't think you get the full personality of Karl without actually having seen him. The funny thing is, I see a lot of myself in Karl, which is quite worrying, because he just moans a lot when he's on holiday, and he just doesn't understand why people want to push him into these situations. So overall, Idiot Abroad is a great companion piece to the series, and if you've seen it, great, go out and buy it, you'll get a lot from it. If you've not seen the series, you probably would never buy this book unless someone shoved it in your face like this. And that would hurt quite a bit. Oh my god, I've just noticed the back. Karl Pilkington, adventurer, philosopher, knobhead. So thanks for watching as ever, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!
I need a leak.
Deserve this. A few little tips I learned at Zombie Fest.
Where's your damn grub, boy? I threw him down with the stink. If you're hungry and running you back my fucking ass.
This is what you get for 105 minutes of pure boredom.
Ow!